The Gemara tells us that be'ikvasa de Mashiach, in the time period right before Mashiach, pnei hadar kipnei hakelev. The generation will be like a dog. What does this mean, will be like a dog? Says Rav Yisrael Salanter, if you have a long whip and you hit a dog with it, the dog jumps at that whip because the dog doesn't realize that behind that whip, holding on to that whip, is someone who's actually hitting him. He doesn't know that, so he just jumps at the whip itself. This Shabbos is Parshas Zachor. Rashi in Parshas Chukas tells us, you know who Amalek was? Amalek is Hashem's whipping stick to keep Am Yisrael in line. Unbelievable. That means that any time we are targeted by Amalek, it's Hashem holding that whip. There's a lot of uncertainty now in the world. People have fears with the war in Ukraine. What's going to happen? Is it going to spread to an all-out world war? Will there be, chas v'sholom, nuclear exposure? We have no idea. People are living with inflation, the gas prices, the housing prices, the groceries. How am I going to manage? How am I going to afford it? What's going to be with me? We have to remember it's the Aleph Beis of Emunah, that behind every hardship and challenge is Hashem Himself. There's no incident in our lives that's not controlled by Hashem. There's a Borei Olam who's running the show. Every part of our lives is controlled by Hashem Himself. Remembering Amalek begins with remembering that behind the whip is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Ribono Shel Olam. If we can remember that, then we can remember Amalek properly and alleviate our fears and concerns. Good Shabbos.